9, 8.
You're watching the Experience Comic Culture and Sales. Streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Chuck Pineau. Today on Triple T, it's Work With What You've Got Day. My camera went kaput, and now I'm trying to move as little as possible, or else you're just going to see this. So, it's going to be one of those days. And you know what? That's fine, because we're all here for fun. And really, seeing me well is not going to make this show any better. Trust me. This isn't a show that's going to get better in HD. So, yeah, man, we're going to have a great time. Chuck, don't move your hands, because no one can see him anyway. As always, we're here at The Experience. We've got a great, absolutely awesome interview set up with one of my best comic friends. I love this lady so much. We get along so well. Drink with a person and you never know where life will lead you. And I live by that, and this interview will probably go to those levels. Wendy, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah? Am I looking good?
A little on the dark side.
A little on the dark side. Today is Sith Day on Triple T, even though we have like no Star Wars stuff today. Yeah, man, it's gonna be great. We've got April Reina in the house. She's all excited. She's in HD, so don't worry. The beautiful guest you'll be able to see just fine, but me, not so much. But that's okay, man. At the end of the day, it's really all about our interview and about the great trivia to come. So, why don't we just go ahead and start it right after this?
You'll make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
What's up?
Hello. I'm like, it's nothing but white. I feel like I'm in that Sin City episode with not episode, but chapter, whatever. I don't know how they divvied up that movie. That was wild.
We're the dark side and light side of the Force, or we're 2/3 of an Oreo.
Love that.
Right?
I'm going to mom.
Hey, Mouse.
Second.
I saw someone in there, one of my favorite people. She can say hi.
Well, she was given some instructions.
Oh, okay. I totally get that. Well, I love that kid, so
she's
it didn't
amazing.
bother me.
I
But
love her
yeah.
so much. But at the
Absolutely.
same time, it's like, okay, well, you're not a baby anymore, so you have this to do, and this to do, and it's really important. And then here we are at Casa de Verena, where you have basically the shipping center right behind me, so sorry about that. But
at least they can see your background.
well, mask and darkness is not necessarily a bad look for me, so you're actually catching me in than black, so that's a wild thing. I just realized, it's very, very mild gray. Now here's a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, how do you spell gray? Is it with an E or an A?
For me, it's E.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like Crayola and Copic spell it way different, and where you get your instruction and or tutorial from, I don't know.
Do you know why that is?
I'm going to blame Europe.
No, I mean actually, you should blame America, because
well, we do kind of bastardize everything. Does that still your thunder? Is that the one? Just the one that we got away with?
Yeah. Well, and that's actually not that bad. That one's not that bad.
Do we get a ruling?
All right. You know what, though? Why don't we talk about you and what you do April Reyna, because sadly we don't have enough time with you today. Blame
Aw.
Canada. Absolutely, I get that. Yep. April, I
Yes.
love your. In fact, Wendy, can you pass me that cool thing right behind your head? That would be awesome. No, not the pickle jar.
I was just gonna say,
I
I
have
April-
pickle juice for my cramp.
you.
Oh wow! Yeah,
It's
that's my
all
piece of art that I did like a year and a half ago at Comic Palooza. That's my writer's block.
Same here.
Thank you so much. So April is an amazing artist, and you're also art director, right? For oh my gosh, what's the name of the company again?
Ethereal Comics. I am
Ethereal
the project
Comics.
manager. We actually have a tiered system where we have somebody in charge of finances and the direction of the company. We have a main head art director who kind of helps govern and shepherd the covers as well as the interior line artists. And then you have myself who keeps everybody on task with assignments, references. I'm also head of color because I like to color, whether it's with a gray
Yeah,
of
you
an
do.
E or an A, we'll do anything. Oh yes, I love that.
This is.
picture. So
I
fun.
do too. I'm trying to get it so it's not too glary. This is an amazing piece. Hey, kitty. He wanted to see it too. This is an amazing piece that April did for my lovely wife, Wendy, for her book, Viscarian Tales. This is her character, Renella. And we adore this. It sits behind Wendy in our bed all the time.
Aw.
Well, it's not in the bed.
Well, yeah, it's not in the bed. It's over behind the bed. But we love your art, and we need to talk more about you while you're here, because even though you do a lot of cover work, you've done some like Lady Death and stuff, right?
I've done one Lady Death. Yes.
I mean, that's more than I've done. If that makes you feel better.
Well, I have to
Oh.
admit that was a wonderful experience that I hope I'll be able to do again. I realize that every year I get better and better as I evolve my trade, whether it's just in skill set or design or color or whatever it is. I find that I get a little bit better every single time I do something. And it's really interesting because you don't notice it in the short term, but when you start to put together an art book or you see a compilation of works that you've done, all of a sudden you see this progression of time. You're just too close to the problem to see it at that particular juncture, until it lays before you. So yeah, I see my progress exponentially improve every single year, and it's just so neat. You're like, oh, I've really made it this time. I'm like, oh, okay, well, what can I do better? What can I do different? What can I increase for not only myself but my fans, my audience? And it gives me a lot of pride to be able to construct. So I wind up doing these sketchbooks, these artist prompts like Mermaid. I plan on doing Junicorn, but it probably won't come out until January because next month we've got Kinktober, and that let's face it. We got to purge the evil from my mind so I can go back to being a good girl for like 9 months of the year.
Well, and isn't Kinktober kind of like your moneymaker?
There is that, because let's face it, sex sells. It's good.
Yeah.
It's really good. So, but that's not all I do. Like I said, I purge it out once a year, and then I'm a real good girl. So Mermaid, which is currently live on Kickstarter. I'm not sure if you shared a link or not. But that is currently live on Kickstarter right now, and it is 28 pages. Actually, it's going to be 24 pages of art and then a little bit of fluff, so you can, I don't know more about me and then my gratitude. Anyway, that's neither here or there. Pick up the trade if you want to see what that's all about.
Just right. Just so everybody knows about it, though, it's called Rising Tides Open Waters, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
I have
Okay, great.
I have the first book that I put out 2 years ago. And it was awesome. I got to do, I think, every single prompt that was dedicated for the mermaid. This time I only did 20 days worth of prompts because I wasn't trying to break my back on it. I just wanted to have some fun. But every single page is hand colored and hand designed. And it is just really, really, really fun to create. And I tried to
Would you say that your art's...
What?
Sorry, go ahead.
And I tried to
I was just going to ask...
possible.
There's a delay.
You're good.
So we've got men and women in the first one. We've got the second version, the Open Waters, which is currently live on Kickstarter, is it's all women in that one. I wasn't trying to reinvent the wheel this year, but I was excited about all of the beautiful layering of color and composition that I was able to do.
Was your first Kinktober in 2020?
I believe so. We're working on the 4th volume this year. So
Yeah.
2021, 22, 23.
Mathematically,
yes.
That would make sense.
I got to count on my fingers because I haven't drank any alcohol this day.
Oh, I get it. I've been drinking in a while.
Well, it's weird. I wind up doing complicated math whenever I'm inebriated. It's wonderful. I'm not real good at math, but man alive, I can do me some calculus while I'm trying to, 300 miles away from the problem.
So, sorry, my other producer, my lovely lady here, she's like, can you even see some of the stuff that's coming up? And I was like, some of it. I know that people are making fun of my internet. By all means, I have that coming.
That's
Make
okay.
fun of the lighting.
Last time I got to do a show with you, I got to share you with someone. So third time's a charm. Our next time is going to be absolutely perfect, and we won't know what to do with ourselves.
I know. What is it about me doing shows with you where something is going to go terribly wrong? And I think that makes it right.
Yes. So wrong, it's right. That ought to be the Kinktober title.
Dude, that's a good idea. Kinktober, so wrong, it's right.
Yes. I'm going to write
I think we just got this year's theme. I think you should. Well, and I mean, we just us even hanging out has been things going wrong. The first time we really got to hang out was at 2021's Comicpalooza. I had hurt my back really badly, and I ended up sitting down with you guys at the Drink and Drop. Mm-hmm. And suddenly, after a couple drinks, I realized, oh, my back is just fine now. And I kept drinking, and you kept drinking, and we had an excellent time.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
And then it's just been weird every year since, which I love. It's been a hallmark of our friendship from you and I cooking together and completely steaming a kitchen out with hot sauce.
No, jalapenos.
To stealing your kids' cupcakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, because it was the hot water or whatever, the steam, all the jalapeno juice got into it. We were crying.
It was just the cutting of them because we were making jalapeno poppers, and it was so spicy that the aromatics, I mean, it was like literally I twitch. We were like trying not to cough. Like it just burned your lungs. It was so spicy.
Yep.
I was like, oh my gosh. We got out to the grill and it was like a coming to Jesus kind of moment. I like me some spicy stuff, but that was intense.
Yeah, I've never seen jalapenos that spicy, and usually I can handle them all right, but that was another level.
The only way to get that taste out of your mouth was through the icing of the cupcakes.
Yes, it was. Indeed, it was. But so, what is it about? I mean, you explained why Kinktober. That's you being able to release all the stuff and be a good girl for the rest of the year. What is it about Mermaid that got you so excited? That made you want to focus on that one first?
Well, I never really want to overdo something. You know, when you saturate the market in any facet, all of a sudden it becomes less special. So you don't really catch me doing a ton of mermaid stuff. There really isn't a market for it in comics, not the way that we all desire there to be, you know. At least when we got Michael Turner's company at Aspen Comics, when we got Aspen Comics, we had an influx of beautiful color, the dragonfly wings with grace. We had Fathom or Aspen Matthews herself with the underwater sea world, but it wasn't mermaid-esque. But the colors and the richness of environment, it was unlike anything that we had been privy to through other mainstream comics. I'm not saying that they don't exist. I'm just saying that I don't know of them. And that's not saying a lot. I don't get to read much. But still, as an illustrator, as a artist, I want to maximize my color. I want to maximize my surface area. I want to push myself in wild and interesting directions. And I felt compelled to do the first installment. Love my children so much. God, it's like the third day of school and all of a sudden they've got a new mom at school, so they don't need me. Anyway, so I know they're learning lots of stuff. We haven't gotten it into our head that we need to take a bath at 7:30 at night. That we're working our way there. Anyway, so they're
about to learn something after this, I'm betting.
I'm sorry. I love them both. We got a puppy now, so the puppy is probably the one that's actually speaking the toy, and I'm blaming Mouse.
Oh, he's a cutie.
I know, a floofy baby. He's half a puppy now.
He's so cute. And jealous, right?
Because we're a bit of a Joss Whedon fan, so we named him after.
How would you explain? Oh yeah. How would you explain your art style? Because I would say that it's very kind of painterly. Is that a fair statement, or do you have a better way, a more artistic way of explaining it?
I don't really. Honest to God, until Carrie Ann told me 2 years ago, I didn't think I had a style. I know what I do well. I know what I enjoy doing. But whether it falls into, a Venn diagram of, that's a style, I really didn't see it for what it was. I know that when I draw stuff, I try not to go completely off the nose or off the cuff with the prompt. I try to, push it in an interesting direction for me. I never try to draw the same pose or stance or anything in multiple times. So I do use a lot of photo reference for my material, but I try not to do a direct copy of the photo. So I want to maximize the shadow, highlight, the squishy bits where they need to be squishy, that kind of thing, just because I think it adds character and design elements. If I was churning out 30 pages in 45 days, it probably would not be as accurate as it is. And so it's because I am able to slow down a little bit, I think that I'm able to add a lot of extra detail. I'm able to go back over the top of my lines with like a acrylic paint pen so that you get the really solid black lines around it. I love doing weird and different things. I like to sometimes put couture elements into some pieces, like in the mermaid thing. I can incorporate like high fashion, or like in the goth one. I don't think I've sent it off yet. In the goth one, I wound up incorporating sea urchins into a hat in a very Kentucky Derby style fashion. And we were at some sort of boutique, and they had these like. My daughter just wanted to stop. She's like, "What's that store?" I'm like, "I have no idea." No, we couldn't afford anything up in there. That was wild. But I was looking around and I saw that they had these beautiful hats. I'm like, "Wow, these are stunning." And they're like, "Oh, we did something for the Kentucky Derby a couple of years back, and we just really like the hats." I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. So I wind up finding inspiration for like interesting design elements everywhere I go. And it just sometimes it's the weirdest thing. It's a swatch of color, it's a pattern, or I don't know, something that moves or touches me in like a weird moment, a seasonal thing. I don't know. And I just kind of hang on to those reference photos until it's appropriate. And so, yeah, I don't know if I have a particular style, but I know that whenever you commission or purchase from me, I want everybody to be happy. I never want anybody to have to pay for something that they don't love, you know. And that's part of the appeal of the Kinktober element, is that if you sign up for a day, mermaid too, if you sign up for a day and I produce something, but you're like, ooh, that's really good, but I don't love it, I'll offer that one up for sale for someone else and I'll redo it. You can't go back, because almost all the time do they sell like the moment that they are made available. But I want people to love what they get. And I think that your hard-earned money and my desire to please is like the perfect combination. Yeah, I don't mind redoing something. I don't, because I know that if it's not too specific, as long as I'm not trying to do a character of like your baby or something where I'm just not going to get it right, like it would be able to be offered up for, you know, open market sale. I'm not really sure how else to describe it. But that's one of the reasons why.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why when I do Kinktober, I make it very explicit. I don't do copyrighted characters, and I don't do direct likenesses of people. And so everything else is pretty much up for grabs, with the exception of like 2 other things. But those are very specific and weird, so.
Well, PG-13.
Yeah, I definitely want to hear about those after the show.
Well, it's not that, like, I can say them now. Like, I don't do kids. We don't do kids from Kinktober. We never cross streams that way, and we don't do My Little Pony like weirdo art.
Oh,
sorry. Yeah. Those are my 2 rules. But the My Little Ponies thing falls under, you know, the copyrighted law stuff. We're not playing that game. Yeah. And the kids thing is like, that's like a non-start. Like everything else is fine. I'm not about to kink shame anybody about anything. But we don't do kids.
I think that's that's a very good line to have.
Very reasonable. Yes. It's never come up, but I'm glad I have that line already in the sand. I don't ever have to cross anything. We don't get close about none of that. They're good. Everything else is good. Everything else is good.
Well, sadly, hon, our time is almost up. Can you tell them once again? Yeah, because we only do half the show is the interview, and then the other half is the trivia.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. But we got to talk about Rising Tides, Open Waters, which everybody, you know what I say every week, our awesome guests are always bringing you guys really cool prizes and whatnot. And because of that, all I ask of you guys is, please go check out their Kickstarters or their books or whatever and share them around. Show it off to people who you think would enjoy them. And if you like them, please pick them up. We would love that.
That would be wonderful. And if you have questions about it before you pledge, please direct message me. I am very accessible and look forward to talking with everybody about mermaids or any other opportunities. So I hope you guys enjoy them.
April, can you tell everybody what they're going to be playing for today?
Well, let's go ahead and do issue 1.
Ooh. Well, there you go. You can't get anybody. And I have issue 1. It was amazing.
And I might even... Ooh, and I can pull the extras out of the back of this one. Actually, let's do both. We've got the foil Windy Naughty Stripper Fairy Assassins crossover. It's a little adult, but we'll do that with all the extras and the issue 1 that is PG-13.
Guys, that's a heck of a win. That's something great to play for. Can you tell everybody one more time about Rising Tides? That way they know exactly what they're looking for, and then we can let you go have some fun with your family.
Awesome. Rising Tides is currently live on Kickstarter. Issue 2 is going to be 28 pages of full color art. 24 of them will be the artwork itself. It'll be different prompts, and you can see all of the prompts on the campaign itself, so you kind of know what you're getting into. It is a PG-13 level art book, so there's nothing that you have to worry about being explicit. Everything is hand drawn, hand colored with multimedia. So we've got markers, colored pencils, and paint pens and stuff to create these effects. And I am very, very pleased with how everything turned out. You're welcome to check out more of what I have available through Instagram under Raina_art. And on Facebook, you can find me under April Raina, my name currently on the screen, as well as my art page, which is Raina Art. So I hope I'm as accessible as you can find me. I don't know. Otherwise, message Chuck. You can find me lurking around the shadows.
Right? Hopefully she can be half as accessible as her Kingtober books.
Yes.
Guys, thank you so much. Dude, every time we hang out is a great time, no matter how weird and messed up it gets.
For real. What kind of trivia are you doing tonight?
We're doing a bunch of general trivia based on what we talked about today and stuff about you. We've got Arizona trivia. We've got mermaid trivia. Wendy, what else? What other questions do we have? Cupcakes. Spicy food. Like, dude, we went all out.
Cool. And the bonus.
It's on YouTube.
For the eyeglasses.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I should have done some eyeglass repair stuff. They're still held together.
I love it. I love it.
All right, guys. I can see. Thank you so much, Hun. Thank you. If you want to check it out, it's on you. We're on live on YouTube right now on the EXP. I put the thing up on Facebook. Thank you so much, Hun. Guys, everybody, check out Rising Tides, Open Waters. Absolutely amazing book. I own the first one. I love her art, and I know you guys will too. You're definitely going to want to follow this young lady because she's doing absolutely awesome stuff. April, thank you again so much. And guys, we're going to have some awesome trivia right after this.
Did you know that every experience show, including some exclusive content, streams on Twitch? Check it out, twitch.tv/the_EXP. Or just scan that QR code.
You just finished the last episode of your favorite news show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
What if Hans Gruber from Die Hard had to battle the Joker from Batman the Animated Series in a dance battle? Or who would win in a race between Baby from Baby Driver and Snidely Whiplash? If Austin Powers and Shrek found themselves in a hot dog eating contest, who would emerge victorious? These are the questions we talk about on Nerd Killer Warfare. Debate the most absurd questions you've ever heard in popular culture. Register now by scanning the QR code or visiting bit.ly/EXP casting. According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below. Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form.
You make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
Oh my gosh, guys. Whatever JD is getting paid, he needs to get paid triple when he does this show, because I am an issue. We're holding this show together with duct tape, people. Oh my goodness. But you know what? You guys got to hang out with April Reyna, and now we're moving on to some awesome trivia. I'm not going to be able to see what you're doing because if I see what you're saying, that's even less likely that this thing is going to work. So Wendy is going to be basically translating me and telling me what you guys are doing. So it's going to be fun. Wendy, how are you doing on this DIY day? I don't know.
I don't know. My stuff's working just fine.
Well, isn't life just peachy for you? Holy crap. Oh my gosh, I am an issue. Oh,
You're doing me cough.
I'm sorry, I love you. You've seen April's work. It's pretty awesome. Like, how excited? Pardon?
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be pretty terrific for somebody to own those books.
Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful art.
Absolutely. Everybody, go make sure to check out Rising Tides, Open Waters, having dinner now. So going to try and play with one foot in the kitchen. That's all right, dude. I'm gonna go slow enough that you'll probably be just fine.
We only have 20.
We only have 20 minutes though, so I do have to speed up. So, for everybody who's here, if there's any new people, remember we do trivia. The winner wins that amazing prize. 3 points for the first person to get the right answer, 2 points for the second, then everybody else is going to get a point because, man, we love to just have fun. Wendy, my amazing co-host, how do you feel about doing question number 1 once you swallowed your drink?
All right, number 1.
Yes.
Bob Barker won an MTV Movie Awards for Best Fight Scene for what comedy movie?
Oh, you even gave them comedy movie. That's nice of you. Bob Barker, that's right. He won an MTV Movie Award. Probably one of the few movies he was ever in. Wow, JD, you're awesome. I mean, do I need to go on? Yeah. Okay, you guys are already... Man, I love you, JD. You're freaking awesome. He's throwing up the answers. He knows what's up. So I believe we have our 3... Give your kitty extra treats for running that cat wheel power generator. Guys, I love that you're roasting me. You all deserve mad points. Wendy, who gets the 3 and who gets the 2?
So JD Smith got the 3 and Edward got the 2.
All right, awesome.
And then Stevie B and Steve Vendetta came in with the answers.
Guys, I am loving this roasting. A separate Pony Express rider is personally carrying each pixel to your computer screen. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, dude, you should see my modem. I think it's like a 24 kilobyte. It's terrific. We turned it on and just went, The Price is Wrong, Bob. Absolutely. I love that movie so much. Wendy, do we have a question number 2?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
What other name is sometimes associated with mermaids?
Ooh, what other name is sometimes associated with mermaids? This one, Wendy and my kiddo were not sure of this one. They didn't agree. And we had to look it up. And I was right. Chucky was right. JD was right. Nymph. Oh, that's a good one, but no, sadly not. Steve Vendetta. There you go. So are our first 2 JD and Steve Vendetta?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Dude, this is you know what? Last week we had a great show, but so many of our regulars weren't there, and I was a little like, uh-oh, what happened? But you guys sure as heck show up when I'm at my worst, and boy, that's real friends. So I appreciate you guys. Wendy, how about, do we have all the answers we need? What's that, Charlie? Yar. Do we have all the answers? Okay. Let's go on to question number 3.
All right. Which form of measurement is based on the concentration of capsaicinoids, in which capsaicin is the predominant component?
I don't know that I can repeat that one.
I know. I don't even know if I said the word right.
No, capsaicinoids is correct.
Okay.
Basically, what's the measurement of spiciness, people? You know this one. I'm sure you do. And I have personally done the 1 chip challenge and lots of stupid, hot, spicy stuff for very close, Edward, very close. Hot ones. No, sadly not. Steve, same. David McPherson. And then Steve Vendetta. That's right. It's Scoville. the Scoville scale. Oh, excuse me. Were David and Steve our first people to get Scoville?
Yeah.
Schofield was very close, guys. I almost want to give you guys extra points, but you guys are so awesome, I can afford not to.
Right, so Edward's actually the only one that spelled it right, but that's okay.
Yes, I was gonna actually spell it, so I'm glad he did. 6 Scoville. So sick. Cool, yeah. So 3 points to David, 2 points to Steve Vendetta.
Oh no, I forgot.
Okay. Wendy will figure it out, folks. Don't worry.
Yes.
And I'll still be here in the dark. Don't you worry. Yes. Okay. Steve. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, JD. You're a keeper. I'm gonna pay you 3 times what I normally pay you, bud. All right, Wendy. Question 4.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right. Where is modern barbecue said to have originated?
This one is going to have a lot of wrong answers, folks. Where is modern barbecue said to have originated? Now, they do say that barbecue can be traced all the way back to, not Memphis, all the way back to like medieval times and whatnot. Dave Moore, that's great. No, not Illinois. In fact, I'm gonna just say it, guys. Not even in North America. That's right.
Whoa.
Hey, Rayla, good to see ya. No, not Vikings. Wife's getting angry since she cooked on this rare occasion, so I'll watch the rest. Oh, much love, man. Good to see you, Stevie B. French Pyrenees. That's it's very specific. No, why don't we do this? It's a chain of islands, if that helps. Is that helpful, do you think, Wendy?
It's helpful, and it's near North America.
It is near North America, that's true. Some might call their food jerky.
There we go.
There we are. Yeah. You know what's up. They were actually the first ones to coin the term barbacoa, which is where barbecue comes from.
Yeah.
The islands of Dr. Moreau. That's great. Do we have a second place? No, Edward probably got the 3 points, right?
Yeah, Edward got the 3.
Steve Vendetta got the 2.
So David said Jamaica.
Is Jamaica a Caribbean island? We're the crappiest trivia people ever. You know what? Let's give him and Steve Vendetta 2 points. All right, because we suck, and it is Jamaican jerk, so that's partly my fault.
Yes, and you did say jerk. So
yeah. So okay, yeah, we'll do that, guys. You guys both get
that was going to be a bad question.
2 points. Wow. Boy, oh boy, she's kicking me while my internet's down. Question 5. And then we'll go to break. How's that?
Yeah, let me put the last points here.
All right. She's still doing points. So I'm going to try to not move and then say question 5.
There is not, Rayla. Sorry.
No, yeah, sorry.
All right, number 5. Arizona became the 48th state in what year?
Ooh. 48th state. I was a little surprised that it was the 48th state because, like, it's not like in the middle, but you know, what?
Steve Vendetta, jerk chickens have the worst attitudes.
They do have the worst attitudes. I agree. 1929. No.
We do have a correct answer.
We do have a correct answer. Holy crap! Not 1885. Not 1929. Edward, you already got it. You can slow down, homie. 1915. I love how he just throws these out. Edward gets the bullseye and then throws all of his darts around the bullseye. Do we have anyone else who got the... No? He already got it right, guys. Edward did.
So pick one of his answers.
It wasn't 1911. It wasn't 13. It wasn't 14. Just throwing some out. It wasn't 15, 16, 10.
44, 14.
There you go, Ed. Pardon me?
You said 44-14.
Did anybody get the second point yet?
There we go. Got it.
Who got it?
David.
Woo! Nice job, David. 2 points to David. Everybody else got some points. Hey, on Facebook, they can't see him. Oh, yeah, David? Okay. Yeah, bonus question. What type of meat was barbecue developed for? Ooh, that's a really good question. I'm going to say pork. I'm going to say pigs. Or hogs. Am I right? Answer after the break. Oh, he got us. All right, guys. We will be back with the answer to that and more questions right after this.
Why was Princess Zelda sad after watching a bunch of YouTube videos? She couldn't find the link in the description. We'll stop if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's super easy. Click subscribe and click the bell when you do. And thanks for supporting the EXP.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com to find a store near you.
Make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
Chucky's back, sort of, in this glass case of emotion, this black inky hole that I am stuck inside, this half G internet. Hopefully JD is going to give us the answer to that awesome bonus question, because I was really interested. And Wendy was checking out the scores, guys. One of the trickiest meats to make edible, it was human flesh. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Nicely done. That was a great question, dude. First place has 10 points. Second place has 9. Third has 8. And fourth has 7. Guys, this is a freaking close match. So we're going to keep going, and we are going to have a bunch of really unhappy people, because boy, oh boy, is it close. Wendy, question number 6.
What century was the cupcake invented?
Ooh, what century was the cupcake invented? I love me a good cupcake. That cupcake thing was because when we were at April's house, we brought her kids and the whole family a bunch of cupcakes, and they adored them. And at the end of the night, we'd been drinking and having a good time, and there was only 2 left. And I was like, I think I'm going to eat one of those cupcakes, but we got to make sure that we save one for your little one, Mouse. And she goes, oh, okay, well, you know, Or what we could do, and she takes the second last cupcake and eats it, leaving the last one. She goes, or you can make my kid very sad, and you can eat the last one. I was like, oh no! Anyways, I agonized for a long time, but at the end of the day, I'm still a fat man, so I did eat that cupcake. I took care of her later on, got her some nice stuff, but yeah, I ate the cupcake. Wendy, I believe we do have some correct answers, though, don't we? Or at least one?
We do. Edward got the 3 points. David got the 2 points.
Nice.
Everybody else got a point.
It was the 18th century or the 1700s, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there we go, guys. That's when the cupcake was
1796.
1796, I believe, or 1795, and then the term cupcake was not actually created until 1826. So very interesting stuff. I love the research. Wendy, do we have a question 7?
Yes. What is Houston's biggest export?
I didn't know this was a question. Houston's biggest export, is it oil?
You're not playing.
I know. I can ask because I don't know. What else is it? South American baseball players?
That's imports.
Oh, that's imports. Okay, fair enough. Exports.
The Astros.
Yeah, right.
Right. Everybody got it right. But the 3 points goes to Edward and 2 points goes to Rayla.
What was it?
Oil.
Boom!
They're actually the 5th largest exporter of. Oh no, sorry. They have the 5th largest port in the U.S. now.
Oh.
Yeah, as far as how much product goes in and out.
Wow. Okay, that's really cool. Do we have a? How about we go on to question number 8? When he's just finishing the typing.
I can't type and talk.
She can't. The chewing gum and walking. I gave her gum once just so I could watch her trip. It was funny.
Oh, I can do that.
I can do that. Question 8, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
What deceased pop icon would have celebrated their 65th birthday yesterday?
What deceased pop icon would have been 65 as of yesterday? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that king or queen, but king, would have, hey, I don't, man, it's sad. I remember that day because it was like,
weird.
It was weird because that person passed away and someone else passed away just a couple hours before. I believe it was like Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of people, celebrities around that time passed away. Like literally, it was that month in 2009. I think it was like 20 celebrities. Like just, it was nuts. It was like the purge for Hollywood. It was very weird. But probably normal for them too. Yeah, there we go. Michael Jackson. I believe David got the 3 points and Edward got the 2.
Yep.
Nice. Billie Jean is not my mother. Chucky should not sing. Does that put us on question 9 already?
Yes.
We're catching up. All right, question 9. Let's do it.
Okay, what rule states there is porn of it, no exceptions?
What rule on the internet states there is porn of it, no exceptions? And hey guys, I mean, Kingtober, I had to do something, right? But I tried to keep it good. Tried to, not get too sexy. I heard PYT on music the other day, really. Like, we can't at least stop playing that. Oh, Edward. He knows his sexy rules, and so does Rayla. There we go. Rule 34. Way to go, guys. Oh my God. Rule 69.
That one makes more sense.
It does make more sense. That should be the rule. Oh, that's hilarious.
They should have waited.
Right? Or just jump to 69. I know lots of people who do that. I'm bringing sex. Yes, you are, Edward. Yes, you are indeed. And then we're almost at question number 10. Remember, everybody, we're playing for those awesome, the foil Naughty Fairy Strippers Assassins book that April did a cover for. Plus, she has a bunch of great, fun little Kickstarter swag. And then, of course, her first Rising Tides book, the Mermaid art book, which, because we want everyone to go check out her Mermaid book on Kickstarter right now, her amazing art book. We absolutely adore her art, and we know you guys will too. Wendy, are you ready for question 10?
Yep.
Cool, let's do it. Question number 10.
Right. Which internet site's slogan is the front page of the internet?
Which internet site is considered the front page of the internet?
It's actually their slogan.
I know it's their slogan, but everyone, because it's their slogan, everyone basically says they're the front page of the internet.
Not my internet.
Yeah, I know, right? I think I went on there once to try to get some kind of comic book following, and it did not work, so I gave up on it very quickly. So, yeah.
We do have a correct answer.
We do have a correct answer? Okay, good. And Wendy's starting to get those points together, too, because, did someone say Pornhub?
Yes.
That works for, not Google.
He's just throwing some stuff up there. Okay, we still need a 2-pointer.
Yahoo! Happy Supermoon today. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's cool.
Right, yeah. We still need a 2-pointer.
I would have thought it was Facebook, too. We do have 2 points?
Yeah.
So who were 3 and 2 points?
3 points was Edward, and 2 points was Rayla.
That's right, guys. It is Reddit. Boy, did you guys came on strong that last half. Jeez. Very good. And see, this is why I love having guests like this, because the trivia gets really weird. I mean, think about it. We had Rule 34, Grinder, David, you're hilarious. We had Rule 34 and Happy Gilmore in the same trivia. I mean, seriously, guys, like, where else are you going to see this kind of stuff? I freaking don't know. But again, please go right now. Check out the Kickstarter. While Wendy's doing the additions, check out the Kickstarter. April would love for you guys to check out her work. She absolutely is so talented, and her art book is amazing. I know you guys will love it. And if it's not for you, which I understand, yeah, you missed a Happy Gilmore question. I think that was like the first or second question. Because sadly, Bob, I almost said Newhart. Bob Barker did not make it to 100, but he made it as close to 100 as possible without going over. And that's the important part. Wendy, do we have a winner?
We have a winner, and man, he just pulled out ahead after the commercial break.
The second half?
Yep.
So our winner is
Edward.
Edward! Yeah, buddy! He's back, everybody! Edward's going to win those awesome books. The rest of you guys, we're going to have all sorts of amazing prizes for you. I believe we're going to have another awesome artist on next week, but I will let you guys know as soon as I have everything pinned down. Otherwise, this week, hopefully, more light, better internet, and you'll be able to see me not do this. Thank you guys so much. From us at The Experience, I'm Chuck Pineau, my co-host Wendy Gale, our awesome producer JD. We will see you guys next week. Take care, everybody.
Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.